Alright, hello guys, welcome back. Long time no talk. I took pretty much a month off of the internet and it's been really great. But I am back and I've missed these little videos. I've still been cash stuffing while I've been away. There have also been a few changes to my setup and my budget as new developments in my life have begun to unfold, and I will tell you all about those in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get our cash set up, our notebook and all of that jazz, and I will be right back to do the thing. Okay, so I've taken all the money out of our handy dandy cash envelope thing. The total that we're stuffing today is $1,619, and we're going to begin with our cash envelopes. I'm going to tuck this away in the book. Being away for a month, I've really come to appreciate the value of filming these videos regularly because I'm bad at it. So there are nothing in home, car, eating out, but there is money in grocery. So this is our rollover. I'm going to put this aside and then add it to the amount we put away for our debt snowball. Let's see how much we have. Okay, so for rollover, for this paycheck number 2 of October, we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, $41 in rollover. That's awesome. I am chuffed. I'm going to put that aside and we'll come back to it. So let's go ahead and begin with grocery. We're going to be giving $150 for grocery. And that's it for you. We'll move right along to car. We're going to give car $60. I did change the sticker on this. Home is going to get $50. The reason this is lower than normal is because I made some purchases with my card when I wasn't able to use cash, and therefore I took that amount off of my monthly budget. This is what remains, or subtracted that amount from my monthly budget. Does that make sense? Eating out is getting $0 because I guess we'll just go ahead and tell you now. We decided to move up our timeline to move to Florida to the end of February 2022. Therefore, my budget is going to be tightened severely, and I'm going to be throwing a lot more money, as you can see, to Florida. Also, if you look here, you will notice that there is no longer a cabin category. That is because I'm no longer going to be taking that trip, and I actually took all the money, the almost $2,000 that I had saved for cabin, and I put that towards Florida. I combined those two envelopes, and which is fine. The cabin trip was going to be a Thanksgiving thing, and it's no longer happening, which is totally cool because you know, I have other holiday trips planned that are going to happen with family. It's going to be fine. But this is going to help us get to our goal for Florida a lot faster. So the goal for Florida is lofty. It's $8,000. My goal is before we move at the end of February to save $8,000 for Florida. And that's ballsy. So I'm going to do my best. All my little envelopes are done. I'm going to put them aside. And we will move on to this guy. We will start with pets. That's going to be getting $25 today. Hopefully I'm going to do all of these correctly, because if you watch my videos, you will probably have noticed that I mess it up almost every time. My counting, my math, Lord help me. So for pets as well, I was talking to Christian, my husband, who likes to watch these videos, and he was telling me that I should explain my categories a little bit more and explain my reasoning for the amount that I'm putting in, etc., etc. And I think I kind of already explained it with this envelope, but this is kind of a catch-all for my pets for things that come up. My pets technically have an emergency fund. They each have $500 in a savings account, but this is kind of maybe an extra emergency fund. I'm not sure, but for example, having that emergency fund for my pets has come in handy. I had one of my cats got sick and had to be rushed to a pet hospital, and it was like hundreds of dollars, and because we had this, we didn't even sweat, and that felt so good. We also are planning a trip for the holidays, and if we can't find someone here in town in Los Angeles to watch our cats, we'll have to hire a pet sitter, and I have hundreds of dollars here for a pet sitter already. So I started to kind of stress, thinking, oh, it's going to be a few $100 if I have to do this, but I technically already have that. So while I use this for cat food, litter, accessories, and toys, you know, this can be so much more than that, and it really puts my mind at ease when I need to throw down a chunk of change on them little boys. So here we have for pets today, plus the $25, 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So that makes 500. And 1, 2, 3, 4, $504. I technically should have had less in here, but I accidentally used my home category money to buy them their food for the month, which is fine. I didn't really need that much. Moving on, fun has $0. I have completely exhausted the fun envelope, so we're gonna give it $100 today. Now that we have confirmed that we're leaving Los Angeles within like 4 or 5 months, there's a lot that I want to do still here. So this past week and the week before, we've used a good bit, well actually we've used all of it to do some really fun things, and it's totally worth it. I mean, look at that. $259. Get out of town. Look at me, spending all my money. So $100 for fun. There's just a lot to do in Southern California, and I want to do as much as I can while I'm here. Career is going to be getting $100. $100 here, and that puts us at $250 for career. This is very much a living fund. Oh, snap, I was supposed to be explaining myself more. Right now, Christian is kind of sporadically taking voice lessons. This funds that. I know that in the near future, I'm going to be taking some writing courses. This will fund that. It's just, again, sort of an educational, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's an educational envelope. If we want to use this to educate ourselves to therefore further our the careers that we're pursuing, this is what that is for, and it's fantastic. Again, we'll come back to the debt snowball at the very end. Health is going to be getting $75. So the health category, let's talk about that, is very much a living, breathing envelope system, meaning that I use it, as you can see here, as frequently as I feel I need it. 10/22, we added $75. So I will use this if I need to purchase medicine. If we get sick, I will use it to purchase, if I want to go get a massage, if I want to go to a chiropractor, essentially things that will better our health. The cost of health insurance would, for me, be added into my monthly bills, that amount that stays in the bank that I would pay electronically. This would not count towards the monthly cost of health insurance. Because of the amount that I have in here, I guess you could kind of consider it a bit of an emergency fund for health issues as well, but it's really to do things for the betterment of my health. If I want to, like I said, get a massage, go to the chiropractor, which I have been doing, which I will be doing, this is what it's for. And again, it's just a beautiful little sinking fund that lives and breathes for me to not have to worry if I want to do those things, to not have to take it out of a different budget. It's fantastic. I really love this sinking fund. So since we've added $75, we now have 600, 700, 750, 790, 810, 830, 850, 855, 861, $861. Now we have e-bike. Christian has so generously given us from his cash tips $25 to put away for his e-bike. So we have $25 for e-bike. Let's see where that puts us. 1, 200, 50, 70, 75, 80. $280. So far so good with my math. I don't think that I am miscalculating yet. The day is young. Florida. Oh, I finally put in those little 1K slips. I now have a couple of them. Florida is going to be getting $550. I already updated on my tracker here the amount that I added from combining the cabin envelope. Okay, so check out my 1K thingies, my 1K slips, if you will. I have a cool like antique Victorian sticker book, and that's where I get all of these stickers from. I love them. It's fantastic. So these are the ones that I've made. Let me grab my $550 firstly. 1, 2, 3, 4, $550. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Okay. So let's add that in here and see where we are now. For Florida, we now have 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 750, 800. I'm gonna put that here. 805, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. So that's $2,830. And the goal is $8,000. So that is going to mean as much as possible every paycheck is gonna go to this. But look how pretty that looks. I'm so pleased. Wardrobe, let me check this off. Wardrobe is gonna be getting $50. Wardrobe seems pretty self-explanatory. It's for buying clothes, man. It is for me to guilt-free purchase clothing that I need. Plus 50. That would suck, wouldn't it, to have to take like sock money out of your home category or from somewhere else. It's fantastic. I've been having I've been using a sinking fund for wardrobe for the past few years, and it's one of my favorite, especially if you save a bunch of money and then kind of plan a big shopping trip. You feel like you're rich. It's you're like, I've got $500 just for clothes, just for me. That's what this money is for. And you just go crazy at the store. No, planned purchases actually. I curate and plan my wardrobe. I guess I have like a capsule wardrobe. Anywho, but plan it out thoughtfully and then spend your money. But when you get to purchase a bunch at once, it feels fun. You know, it's fun to spend money. Come on. All right, so we currently have 100, 50, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's $224. We haven't really needed a lot lately, which is nice. So that means this is going to grow for a while. Moving on to taxes. We're going to give taxes $50. You see me messing up with my math? So that should put us at 300, and it does. I've already explained taxes, but just in case maybe you are a server as well, I forgot to mention this as well. Both my husband and myself are servers. We work in a restaurant, and I'm cash stuffing for both him and myself. Our combined paychecks. In case you're a server, a lot of the times you will end up owing taxes at the end of the year, or when it's tax season, when you file your taxes. I'm getting a head start on this and squirreling away like $50 every paycheck so that if and when that time comes, I will be prepared to just give that money away. It's already gone from my life, and I won't have a sad emotional parting with however many hundreds of dollars the government takes from me this year. So that puts us, firstly, should we do cash tips or debt snowball? Let's do cash tips because, I don't know, seems like the right move. I have not filmed in so long, I don't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it before, but I especially don't know how to do it now. Because I took this month off of social media as well, I haven't watched any of my fellow cash stuffing YouTuber friends' videos. So I have a lot to watch, which is very exciting. So if you make videos and you watch my videos, I'm coming for your comment section. These will not all be facing the same way. Story of my life. Accept me for who I am. So today for cash tips. Oh, so this is like a month's worth of cash tips for me. I have spent some of them. So a little bit less than a month's worth, but roundabout. Today we have 20, 40, 60, 85, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, $101 for cash tips. And I just stuff these in here. I don't count them. I want to count them at the end of the year to see how much I have and buy something with it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. Again, I'll probably buy something that is sensible and responsible, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, finally, we have our debt snowball. Let's find that envelope. Why is it up here when I do it at the end? I will tell you, even though you didn't ask, because the background for this is black and the background for cash tips is black, and I didn't want to have the same background for two envelopes in a row. All right, so I already put this month some money into Debt Snowball for my first paycheck. So let's count that, and then we'll take all of this that's left and that extra rollover over there and add it, and we'll see how much we're putting away for the month of October. For my first paycheck this month, I put away 1, 2, 300, 20, 30, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, $341. And today we have, this is the rollover. On this paycheck. 1, 2, 300, 350, 70, 90, 410, 420, 425, 30, 35, 40, 44, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. $450. $450 for today. So let's add it up and we'll see what we're doing for this month. For the month of October, for our debt snowball, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 740, 750, 755, 760, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91. Is that 791? I totally forgot. Give me 1 second. Yes, that is $791. That's how much I am paying towards my debt this month. $791. Fantastic. Also, please appreciate the spooky witch and skull for this cash stuffing extravaganza. If I have not made it clear, actually I'm going to leave this out and deposit it into the bank on my way to work today and go ahead and pay that off. So I'm going to put everything away. If I have not made it clear, I am currently paying the last of a student loan. The student loan currently sits, I believe, at $2,700 something, and so this should put it right below $1,000, and that's really, really exciting. That means I'm going to be able to pay it off hopefully this year. Even though my attention is shifted to saving for Florida, I still think I can get that student loan paid off. When I do, the last remaining debt is my car, my car loan, and that will be it. Absolutely it. So yeah, that is it for the cash stuffing portion of this video. That's it, I guess, for pretty much the whole video. I will tell you more, I guess, about my move as the weeks pass, and I will be at the beginning of November what's the word I'm looking for? At the beginning of November, I will be filming my setup for how I track all of my expenses and uploading that video. I'm hoping to get on some sort of a schedule. I do bullet journal, and that's how I track my money. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing any other part of my bullet journal. I'm happy to show you my setup for that if anyone is interested, because I'm going to be filming my financial tracking system setup anyway. Hey guys, so my audio and video cut out at the end. Please, in the meantime, enjoy this cute video of a cauldron bubbling while I record an outro. Just saying thank you for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment, please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one very soon. Bye.